You guys didn't think you were going to get a video today, did you? You thought surely Dylan is too busy, Manlydawg, sorry, is just too busy to take his time on a Friday afternoon to send you a Manlydawg's weekly recap number 3. But lo and behold, here we are, baby. Still recording, still clicking the start recording button, still talking to the internet and everyone who wants to listen. So anyways, welcome back everybody to the 3rd episode. Woo! Holy cow, that's huge. That's huge. What are we gonna do? We should, I don't know, throw a party. Talk about our feelings. Contemplate the life and death of reality and an existential crisis about turning 30 in a couple months. I don't know, but here we are. We're still here. That's what counts. We're still here. We showed up. Let's go, baby. I'm just excited. We're not in focus. Anyways, guys, welcome to Manlydawg's weekly recap number 3. Today, we are talking about YouTube. So, if you paid attention at all this week, we've been a little more relevant. And what do I mean by that? What are we talking about? What we're talking about is the Dune Awakening YouTube videos. We did 3 of them, and they performed terribly. Absolutely garbage. I thought for sure this was going to be the ones that hit. I thought for sure this was going to be the ones that took off, but not quite. Least amount of views possible. I even cut them down from 30-minute episodes to 10-minute episodes. I said surely that watch time's going to go up. I'll have that candid playthrough vibe while also being myself, while also doing exactly what I want to do on this YouTube channel, and that's present myself in a natural manner without any crazy editing or thoughts, or just complete candid. That's what I really want. And I did that, and it didn't get any growth on the channel really at all. In fact, the Hollow Knight and Spray Paint Simulator has done way better. But this is the point of this, right? Is we're learning. And that's the most exciting thing, is I get to see live react, like almost like live feedback coming to me within week to week. I'm more interested in the statistics over the course of a month. We have one more week of uploading, and then we'll have a month's worth of statistics to take in and absorb and say, what can we do better? So what we're gonna end up doing, we're definitely going back to uploading Hollow Knight and Spray Paint Simulator, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to condense those 30-minute episodes into these tight 10-minute, consistently things are happening. There's not much lingering things happening, across the screen. So I want to test those engagement metrics and see if there's something we can do. Am I saying all the bad words for YouTube to hate on me right now? Maybe. Is it going to trash this video because of that? I don't know, because I know certain things you can say can alter the video algorithm. But that's okay. This is why we're here. We're literally just in this weird testing phase, and it's a ton of fun. Every time I upload, I record, I edit for a week, and I set these videos to schedule them to upload, and I mean, this is the most consistent I've been ever, besides going live on Twitch back in the day, which I still need to do. I still want to do that. I still want to sort of reel in content and have that live audience to view, because that's where I got a lot of my following. That's where I got to. Now, YouTube Shorts and stuff like that, not really interested in heavy editing. I'm just not at this moment. It's just not the way of life. I know Shorts are the way and TikTok is the way, but if we want that natural, me, I think the best way to do is to take those long recording sessions and cut them down to 10-minute episodes or something in that nature. I really don't know. Anyways, what did we do this week? So we finished Expedition 33. Now, that is one of the best games I've ever played. If you are anyone who's like late 20s, early 30s, play this game. It'll change your life. Even if you don't play video games, you should play this game. I'm gonna be honest. It is the most interesting and fascinating written story I've ever experienced in a video game in recent times, and probably going to be my game of the year because of that. I thought Splitgate was going to be my game of the year. I thought Nine Souls was going to be my game of the year. I thought so many different games were already going to be my game of the year. But this is the one. This is the one that's going to stick with me. And really, I'm excited for whatever that team does next. Expedition 33. Whoever... You don't know about it. I'll give you a quick plot synopsis. I'm not going to spoil anything because the game is still fresh. It's still new. It's been out for a couple months, but everyone's still experiencing it this at their own pace. Basically, there are a group of people who live on this island. At the end of this island, there is a monolith that says 33 or 34 at the start of the game. Every year, once every year, this giant woman stands up and they can see her from the horizon, from the island. Oh, my time's up. Sorry. They can see her from the horizon and she stands up and she paints the next number. So it's at 34 and they paint 33. Everyone who is the age 33 gets disappeared. They get Thanos snapped, right? They're gone. Bye-bye. Nope, no more. What does that mean? So, our character is now 33 or 32. He's next to go. All the 32-year-olds decide, every year, the people who are up next decide they go on an expedition to kill who they call the Pancreas. And so it's about that journey. And when I tell you, it's one of the most fascinating written stories I've ever experienced. You guys, please talk about it in the comments. Please just experience this. It is so important for you to discover media, and this is one of those moments where it's like, you have to check it out. It's kind of like when Into the Spider-Verse came out. Like, it's something you have to experience, like a piece of media you have to understand. Or like when Kendrick Lamar's Damn came out, or just different pieces of media, or like those things that it's like, that's one of those moments, or like Migos, like Stir Fry came out. Everyone was listening to that. The song, did it make sense? No. But did everyone want to listen to it and dance to it? Yes. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. So what's next? All right. So I have been playing Dune Awakening. That is a grind-heavy MMO game. Holy crap. It's a survival sandbox MMO about progressing in the world of the Dune Awakening and making a name for yourself with a group or by yourself. You battle other players and other people and other characters in this world to progress and become the best version of your character in Dune, the Dune universe. So I've got a guild, I've got a great group of friends that I've been playing with, some guys that I met, and it's truly an exciting experience. I can't wait to experience more PvP in that game. I'm kind of progressing at my own rate in that game, so it's super exciting. I don't know if you guys are like this, but in video games, I like to experience things for myself. Sometimes it's fun when it's with a friend, sometimes it's fun when it's with a group, but if it's like an MMOS game, let me progress at my own rate. This group I'm playing with, they took off the Thursday and Friday it came out. And they didn't get off until those 2 days were done. And so I'm infinitely behind because they're infinitely on more than me. That's kind of the thing about being an adult these days. And these guys are adults as well, right? One of them had their wife come in and he's like, I told my wife, like, look, I'm off. Don't bother me for two days. And that's such an interesting thing. That's such an interesting thought. As you get older, what is the balance of responsibility versus your hobbies, right? And gaming is one of those hobbies that are more frowned upon than, say, I don't know, exercising or going play baseball with a rec team or NASCAR driving. I don't know. Like I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, because you're kind of sitting down, you're by yourself, you're not communicating. Gaming has always sort of been to the people around me a negative experience. Like, to the adults around me, they've always been like, you're wasting your time playing video games. That is it. It's cut and dry. If you are experiencing a video game, you're wasting your time. And I remember as a kid playing the game Red Dead Redemption. Okay, everybody's played that game. That game changed my life. These games, the Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, God of War, like Gears of War, Halo, like these games like fundamentally shaped me as a person. And if you experience and play video games, you know what I'm talking about. You become this character that is not yourself, and you experience and relate to them in a way that is completely unique. Why am I emotional that the Doomslayer from Doom is killing all these demons, and this like purpose he has? It's so interesting. And what is the cycle of the character from Dead Space, Isaac Clarke, experiencing this trauma with these monsters and these different things, or Resident Evil, where, you know, it's these very stoic characters fighting so hard to stop this infection from spreading across the world. There's something that resonates with me, and I used to think like I could be like that as a kid. You know, it was that form of escapism that I really think I needed. So I'm interested to know everyone else's thoughts. Our video, you know, obviously we're in a day and age where video games are widely accepted. Like different, like nerd media, geek media is wildly more accepted, right? People are into Star Wars now. It used to be embarrassing to be an anime fan. Do you guys, I don't know if anyone knows that, but when you were a kid, if you told people you liked Dragon Ball Z, Beyblade, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, you were a loser. That is a fact. I remember like my group of friends getting picked on and messed with because we played Pokemon, and instead of going outside to play down the street, we'd all get our Game Boy Advances, bring out Pokemon Fire Red or Pokemon Leaf Green, and like just trade Pokemon and experience that together in the same room. That was way more interesting to me than anything that people were running around outside, playing in the woods or going hunting or things like that. Not to say any of those hobbies are everything is equal in my mind in different ways, unless like it's like doing crack behind your house. That's bad. Yeah, that's not a good hobby. So I'm watching you. Don't do that. You thinking of going out that door? No. So, okay. Anyways, alright. I've been yapping enough. I've been talking about games I've been playing. I've been talking about things and feelings and all that stuff. You guys get it. This is a weekly recap where we just yap. I go off script and really just give you me. And I hope you enjoy that. It seems like this is the strongest version of my content. Everyone's watching the weekly recap, and that's really exciting because this is really important to me. That shows me that you guys really like me, and shows that no matter what I do, I need to focus on me, like as this vessel to like sort of send over content. I don't know, that sounds kind of dystopic, but I hope you understand. So with that, this has been the Manlydawg's weekly recap number 3. Trio, Tress, and this is so important to me. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week.